All right, guys, let's look at decimal division. We have 4 steps. Let's look at those steps. Step 1, make the divisor a whole number. So this guy out here has to be a whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 has to be a whole number, no decimals. Step 2, whatever you've done to the divisor, we now do to the dividend. If you move the decimal 4 times in the divisor, you have to move the decimal 4 times in the dividend. Whatever you do to one, you must do to the other. Step 3, bring your decimal up in your quotient. Step 4, divide. All right, so let's do a problem. Okay, so let's look at a problem. I don't know why that's number 3, but it's okay. This says 45 thousandths divided by 9 hundredths. Now, the number in front of the division sign is your dividend. Dividend, or your total. The number behind the division sign is your divisor, or your parts or pieces. All right? So your total is always being divided by the parts. Your dividend is always being divided by the divisor. All right, so let's set it up. Your dividend, or your total, always goes inside the house. So we have 45 thousandths divided by 9 hundredths. Now, who has to be a whole number? Your divisor. This number right here has to always be a whole number, otherwise you're not going to be able to divide. So what whole number could this number be? You're right, it's going to be a 9. All right, this could be a 9. Now, to make it a 9, I had to move my decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2 to bring it back here behind the number. That makes it a whole number. Or you multiply by 100. So I moved it once, twice, moves to the back. That makes a 9. Well, once I've done that, I'm going to do the same exact thing to the dividend. I'm going to move the same number of places. Once, twice. And then I'm going to move my decimal straight up. It doesn't go to the back. It does the same thing as the divisor. What you do to one, you must do to the other. So when I go to write this, do I need those zeros? No, I don't need those zeros. So all I have to do is write 4 and 5 tenths. You're going to get the same exact answer. If you took a calculator and said 0.045 divided by 0.09, it's going to give you the exact same answer as 4.5 divided by 9. So decimal goes straight up. I'm going to get my sheet of paper. I'm going to cover up all the digits in the dividend except the first number. And I'm going to go step by step. 9 goes into 4 how many times? 0. So I just divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 0 times 9 is 0. So I subtract 0. Bring down and now I'm going to bring down my 5 and partner it with the 4. How many times is 9 go into 45? 5 times. Correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. So what is your answer? 5 tenths. So if I took my calculator and I said 0.045 divided by 0.09, do it right now. Do that in your calculator. Now I want you to do 4.5 divided by 9. Did you get the same answer? Yes. Good job. Let's try another problem. But let me write equals 5 tenths. Okay? Scarlett has $18.75 to purchase goodie bags for her party. If each bag costs $1.25, how many can she buy? Well, wait a minute. She has a total of $18.75. Each bag is $1.25. Each bag or your parts is $1.25. So therefore, your total is $18.75. Your total or your dividend and your parts is $1.25. So I would say $18.75 divided by $1.25. All right, now take your calculator. Let's do it. Do 18.75 divided by $1.25. You have your answer? Good. Now let's practice doing the division. All right, so who is your dividend? All right, your total is $18.75. He always goes in the house, $18.75. Divided by my divisor, $1.25. Oh, Miss Cassie, I can't do this. Yes, you can. It's easy. First of all, who needs to be a whole number? The divisor, this guy. So what would that whole number be without the decimal? That's right, 125. Well, what did you do to make it 125? You moved it once, twice. So I move it once, twice. And look, it takes that one to the end. It doesn't always work that way. It just happened to here. And what is that number now? 1,875, and the decimal goes at the end. All right, now bring your decimal straight up. All right, now let's divide. Let me get my paper to cover, and we're going to go step by step. All right, how many times does 125 go into 1? 0 times. All right, well, that wasn't too hard. What do you think about that? All right, now what are we going to do next? We're going to bring down our 8. Okay, does 125 go into 18? No, it's too little. Good. Placeholder up here. 0 times 125 is 0. Miss Cassie, why am I doing all these zeros? Because I'm making it easier so you don't have to look at 1,000. I'll show you. All right, bring down my 7. How many times does 125 go into 187? Well, let's think through that one. 125, let me get a different color. 125 times 1 is 125. 125 times 2, well, some of you already know that's going to be too big because 2 times 1 is 2. That's going to be in the 200s. And if I check, 10, 4 plus 1 is 5, 2 times 1 is 2. So 2 is way too big. So what are we going to go with? We're going to go with a 1. All right, so there's my 1. Subtract 125. Okay, 7 minus 5 is 2. 8 minus 2 is 6. All right, now 62 is less than 125. That's good. You always want this number to be less. If it's equal, could have gone into it another time. All right, move it back again. Drop down your 5. All right, 5. Now I'm going to show you kind of a shortcut. It gets you a place to start. It might be too big, but we'll know where to start. If I look at the 1 on the 125 and I look at the 6, how many times does 1 go into 6? Well, 6 times. Well, I can try 125 times 6, but some of us already know that's just going to be too big because 6 times 1 is 6, right? But if I did 6 times 2, that's 12. I'm going to be carrying over a 6. So immediately, I already know this is going to be way too big. So I'm not even going to do the 6. I'm going to start with the 5. Okay? 5 times 5 is 25. Carry my 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Carry my 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. Look at there! Immediately. 15. So, how many can she buy? She will buy 15 bags. So Scarlett will buy 15 bags. All right, let's do a problem.